Hey everyone, welcome back. I thought I would do a quick update at the end of the first full day since the eruption occurred. There's been a lot of really great information that has come out that I wanted to share with everyone, as well as a couple more pictures and videos that I've found along the way. So let's take a look at this first one. Now this was a drone footage from last night, which is absolutely fantastic. The one thing that I do want to do as this is playing is just go over some of the facts that have been emerging, as well as some of the precautions that have been being relayed by the authorities. So it's turning out this is a 180 meter long eruption, which is a fissure type with several different eruption areas apparently. Now it has been 800 years since the last eruption in the Reykjanes Peninsula, so this is kind of a big deal, I guess. There's a couple really important announcements that came out from the Science Council and definitely some guidelines for the public. Now, it's important to keep in mind that the immediate vicinity of the eruptions is a dangerous area and conditions can change rapidly. The Science Council warns people to stay close to the eruption sites in current circumstances. The main dangers in their immediate vicinity are that new cracks can open in the immediate vicinity of the volcanoes without any notice. Glowing lava can fall from the lava rim, and a rapid and sudden eruption occurs as a new lava tongue erupts from the lava rim at high speeds that are very difficult, if not impossible, to avoid while you're trying to run away. The craters are now many meters high and can be unstable, and they can break, and a large and sudden lava flow from them can take on a completely new direction. Explosions can occur as lava flows over waterlogged soil and blows lava in all directions. The lava flows into a closed depression, and life-threatening gases can accumulate in the depressions, which can be fatal, and the danger increases when the wind decreases. So those are really important points to sort of relay at this point in time. And after this, this drone footage is absolutely fantastic, and I'm really glad that I forget the person who took all of this footage last night, but I mean it's really showing just sort of the extreme violent nature that lava actually has. You can see it sort of going all over the place. But with this out of the way, let's take a look at some of these other videos that we got going on here. You can see in some of so this is one of the news sites here. You got some pictures here of the main crater, and you can see quite how eruptive it actually looks. Now everyone's saying this is really small. I mean, to me, I have no idea what a big eruption would be if this is considered small. And you'll see in these next little bit, there we go. In these next pictures here, you can see, and let me just zoom in. There's people here, right? And there's people up here. Now, all of the stuff that I had just read off that are these protection guidelines, like it's crazy to me how it's so explosive up in this top right corner. And there's just people seemingly very, very close down here as well. Although, I mean, maybe you guys can in the comments let me know, like, is it safer? It seems to me to be safer down here than up on this hill, but I don't know. Maybe there's a big distance between these people and the actual lava. We got here another picture of all of these people just around. And now it's a bit hard to actually get there. They're starting to organize helicopter tours, and I believe that will start tomorrow. It is very expensive. I mean, the tourism industry got hit hard. So one thing I saw in the news was that they are thinking that this is a very tourist-friendly eruption, because there's no real threat to infrastructure or to people, and that this is a perfect sort of slow-moving lava for people to come and take a look. These guys down here in the corner, they are so close to it. Like, it's almost like they could just... I have no idea what kind of heat this gives off, but I would imagine it is like standing next to like a bonfire or something like that. Like, unbelievable how close everyone is, especially with all of this lava just spewing and shooting up into the air. And again, I don't know a lot about eruptions, but I would be personally afraid that these pieces are going to come and land on me as they're falling down. So another quick thing about where it's actually located, and this is going to become really a talking point for the rest of the video, is how close, or I guess how far it is from Grindavik. And the Blue Lagoon is right here. And then, of course, the Reykjavik area and the airport area. So it's not really near anything in particular. I do have a video of some of the mountain range in this area that I shot last year, and that looks great. I look very forward to going back and seeing what the difference is. Now, what the authorities are saying is, in terms of the public, because everyone just wants to go and see this, as you saw, there's people all over the place. They're saying that you have to remember, off-road driving is illegal, and this applies to all motor vehicles such as ATVs, six-wheelers, and motorcycles. And they're saying that if you do want to go, it's possible to park in Grindavik, which is here, and by the Blue Lagoon, which is over here, and walk from there. And I'll show you in a second on a different map. It's quite a far walk. So the journey from the car park, which they're assuming is from the Blue Lagoon, or even Grindavik probably, it'll take about 4 to 6 hours each way. And it's only for people who are used to being outdoors in difficult conditions, because the weather can change in a short amount of time. And it's been cold, and it's been raining, and it can be windy. I mean, there's a lot of considerations that you need. They're saying wear hiking boots, warm and waterproof clothing. Assume that the trip is going to take a lot longer than planned. And if we take a look here at Google Maps, you can see right over here is where the eruption is. And then there's Grindavik and the Blue Lagoon. So it's quite a distance. And the other things that they're saying is that have a packed lunch and water, of course. Keep an eye on your travel companions. Fatigue and hypothermia can quickly, come, and there's a quick onset. Stick to the falls and ridges. Avoid valleys and depressions in the landscape. There's a risk of rock fall. Beware of steep slopes. Again, there's been a lot of seismic activity, so you don't want to be in a situation that you can't get out of. It doesn't take much to get lost, so they're recommending to bring a GPS. So having some sort of positioning device, but they're also saying that phone communication and mobile networks is very poor in this area, and it can potentially be very difficult to call for help should you need it. So there's a lot of safety concerns for people who want to go and see this. Now, with all the stuff the Scientific Council said in terms of the lava could change and things like that, so that was reiterating that, and they were saying that the gas pollution is, of course, a real thing, and it's very dangerous. And because this is in a valley, it can be potentially very dangerous or fatal. So people should stay out of the wind. So that means the people should have the wind at their back when walking to the eruption site and in their front when walking back. The gas pollution is not visible and does not necessarily accompany the visible gas taste in the area. Gas pollution can be odorless and difficult to control. It can cling to everything, even if visible eruption smoke is changed by the changing wind direction, which is unbelievable to me. So it makes me a little bit paranoid about that. And the masks, of course, used for the COVID situation do not provide protection against the gas pollution. So these are all things to keep in mind. The one thing that I was thinking, given that they may say it's okay to do this, is they have closed this road here. So Grindavik is here. The eruption is somewhere closer to here. Over in this area here. I think what I'm planning on doing is taking my bicycle, parking in Grindavik. This road's closed, so I can just ride my bike down the road and potentially take a path up here. Again, I know a lot of you are probably very concerned, and I listed off all these dangerous things. But I think should it be safe, maybe on Monday or Tuesday. I don't want to rush there because, again, I want to wait for the authorities and all the science to come out and give their best educated guess. They also said to stand on top of the hills. So if we look back at these, maybe that's what these people are doing, sort of on top of the hill. That is probably the best place to do it. So if that was the case, and these are the hills looking down, that's where I would be. So I just wanted to give you a quick update on what's been going on over the past day. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I'll probably do another update. If I do end up going there in the next few days, I'll probably do a video about that, because I think it would be really, really interesting. Not only the journey, but also seeing something like this for the first time in my life. Once in a lifetime chance. And I'm both excited and intimidated, which I guess is a good thing. So until next time, thank you so much for watching and listening. And if you have any comments, be sure to put those in. And if you want to keep updated, just subscribe. I'm posting quite often now. So thanks again.